Hey guys, what's up? WrestleRyan521 here to bring back another LEGO Star Wars MOC review for you today. And today, this is my MOC of the Death Star Trench, the final scene of the Death Star Trench scene from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, or just Star Wars if you're, an original trilogy purist. This is a MOC. I've actually had this in my possession for quite a while. I built this back when I rewatched Episode 4 in preparation for The Force Awakens, which I believe was like the end of November, the beginning of December. So yeah, I've had it for almost 4 months now. It's crazy. Actually, yeah, about 4 months, a little over 4 months, I should say, almost 5 months. And it's just kind of taking up space, and I just kind of want to take it down at this point, but I still haven't done the video, so here you go. I've just been busy, haven't been able to make the video. But I really wanted to make this MOC when I first saw the scene, because not when I first saw it, because I'd seen it a million times when I was rewatching it, but when I saw this scene for the first time in years, because I went like 5 years without seeing a Star Wars movie before rewatching them for The Force Awakens. But yeah, this is my favorite. This is, even after seeing The Force Awakens, my favorite space scene in the entire Star Wars saga. So let's waste no time and get right into this MOC. It's kind of a weird one. It's an idea. I've kind of made it a Falcon versus the TIE Fighters MOC in a similar fashion to this already from The Force Awakens, where I'm using miniature models, and I also plan to do one on the Assault on Starkiller base, because just recently I bought, I'm going to use one of these big gray base plates, and then just recently I bought 2 of the Pose X-Wing Fighter poly bags, so I'm going to have some of those. I'm going to use this one, but redo the red as a blue, and use one of the basic X-Wings from that movie, and then maybe make some custom TIE Fighters. And yeah, I'm gonna do something similar with like snow mounts, and I want to do like the big red laser in the middle. So just be on the lookout for a similar MOC to this that kind of looks like that. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, onto the MOC itself. This looks really cool, I think. As you see, I kind of made a cutoff here to make it look more like the trench, because it wasn't super tall. So kind of starting, just like looking around, just all sorts of machinery. Not many things need to be explained, but I'll explain the things that do. I actually love how this turned out. It's supposed to be one of my Death Star cannons. I want to make more, but this is the only pieces for one. One of those little turrets that they had on the base of the Death Star. I just think it looks really neat. Maybe I'll even do a how to build on it. Yeah, so there's that. Obviously, sorry, there's some hair on it. Like I said, this has been collecting dust in my LEGO room for a while. You see, it starts with machinery and whatnot laying around. We got the return of this little custom thing. I built it just with parts of my gray bin because I was bored one day, and it ended up making its way into my Battle of the Blockade Runner MOC, and now it's back in this. And then yeah, I know this part's really unrealistic, but I just wanted to do this. That would be kind of cool thing to try. Is I want to make like miniature characters, like they're in their spacesuits, so they can kind of walk on the base of the Death Star, or whatever, or So basically, right down here we've got a stormtrooper patrolling. We've got another stormtrooper right there, and then we have a stormtrooper kind of marching an X-wing. I don't know how the X-wing pilot managed to survive his ship crashing, but say he ejected, and the stormtroopers caught him. He has his gun aimed at him. I know they're both kind of looking in the distance because they see, the fighting going on. And then I did a similar effect over here because they see that there's the exhaust port, on fire. They see it's been blown. Like it's really gonna do any good. They're still trying to get away. We've got 2 of the officer guys over here in the gray suits. We have one in the black suit back there. We have a TIE pilot, a stormtrooper, and then another TIE pilot. I thought about putting more of these guys in here just because they're so fun to make, but I want to be realistic, because I know it's obviously not a detail from the movie, just something fun I wanted to add. So up here on the wall, you just see we've got all sorts of random machinery. I think this wall turned out better than the ground did. In particular, like this area over here, I think it's loaded with detail. I think that looks really cool, especially with like these pieces, some of these pipes and everything, and then this little thing. Then we got the Falcon saving the day right over here, which I kind of like the technique that's being held up by. So there's the Falcon. Then we've got a custom. It obviously looks horrible from this angle just because I made it just to put in this MOC. We've got a custom TIE Fighter. Like as you can see, I couldn't even find another black piece that matched this color. Here, you couldn't even find another piece of this that was black, so that's the best I could do. And we've also made a custom of Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, which doesn't look that good. But as I said, I just made it for this MOC, and then I'm going to destroy it immediately after. And then we've got basically the TIE Fighter that the Falcon shoots down, which is actually the only official Lego TIE Fighter in this bunch. You know, it's actually more, I think it's actually an Interceptor. But still looks pretty cool. I really like the way the fire came out on it. Like I said, it's being like shot down, so it's kind of like, you know, exploded in this section, and now it's kind of going down towards the base. Just think that looks really cool. So yeah, there's kind of like an overview of the MOC. It does stretch out, as you can see, a little bit taller, but yeah, looks really neat, I think. So that's really all there is to be said about this MOC. Not very big, not very, not much to really say about it, just kind of something fun that I really wanted to make. I'm kind of over it now, so I wanted to, you know, kind of destroy it. Like I said, stay tuned for the Starkiller base MOC. It's going to be in a similar fashion to this, you know, similar models and everything, you know, like the miniature ships. I also plan to add, like, in that MOC, I think it'll be really cool. I'm going to add, like, a little small forest area with, like, small, you know, built trees, and I'm going to make, like, figures of this size of, like, Rey and Kylo Ren battling in the forest, and, maybe I'll even make some, like, some stormtroopers and do the same thing. But yeah, possibilities are really endless. I mean, I can just go all out with a MOC like that. MOCs like these are really fun. And you will see, like I said, a Falcon versus the TIE Fighters on Jakku MOC that's similar to this, and actually is probably a lot better than this MOC very soon. So thank you for watching, guys. Tell me what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Goodbye.